Hello and welcome, my beautiful friends and family, back to another full day of eating as a vegan bodybuilder. High protein meals. I'm gonna show you everything that I eat today so you can get an idea of things that you can add to your own diet. Also, we're gonna be addressing some of the very popular vegan drama going on right now, and I'm gonna be giving you some secrets that I know you haven't heard before when it comes to building muscle as a vegan. All right, so first off, I'm halfway through my workout. I'm just gonna finish up the last bit of it, and then we'll get started, baby. What did you do? Cobes, did you step in the coffee again? Did you step in Sam's coffee again?
Always.
Every morning?
Every morning she steps in my coffee.
Every single morning. It's her guaranteed way of getting attention. And then she doesn't feel bad about it either. Look at her just
she never feels bad.
wagging her tail.
Yep.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Yo, one of my saving graces with this whole working out at home thing are these stretchy bands. I got some that can weight up to like 150 pounds. And then this door stop, yes, my garage looks like a garage, forgive me. But then it's cool because you can do things like row, and you can, I don't know, everything. Anything that you can jam into a door stop and do other things with. It's pretty sweet. Oh yeah, and for those who watch every single one of my vlogs, you guys know that Just Ranch sent us like a bajillion boxes of Just Ranch. I think we had 64. We now have 6, 12, 14 left. No, we didn't use that many. We gave away a lot of them, but we did use a lot of them. All right, so the first thing I have in the morning, like I have every single morning post-workout, is of course my smoothie. So I've got 1 frozen banana in here, 1 cup of strawberry, pineapple, and mango mixed up. And then I have 1 scoop of Viva Life chocolate protein in there. I have a serving of Viva Life creatine in there. Then I did a Brazil nut, which I recently learned that Brazil nuts have your full daily serving of selenium. So once I learn something like that, once I get a little tidbit like that, it becomes part of my routine. Are you guys like that? Do you do the same thing? Brazil nut every single day now. Then I threw 1 tablespoon of hemp hearts in there, and about a tablespoon of cacao nibs, a little omega-3s, and finally, probably about 2.5 cups of Ripple milk. Blended it up, and we are ready to start the morning with some nutritious, nutrient-packed smoothie. And then also I've got my greens from Vivo. I need to mix it up again. But this is just basically to make sure I'm getting all my multivitamins. It's just basically a multi-nutrient. So that's what I'm having. For now, I'm gonna drink this all up and drink a little bit more water, and then we're going on a bike ride. Okay, smoothie my body, hydrated. I'm ready to do my bike ride. So I've been doing this for probably about just under 2 weeks now, once a day, and I'm aiming for about 30 minutes of riding. It doesn't really matter to me the distance. I'm completely an amateur, a noob. I have a lot of friends who are into cycling, like Eric the Electric. My dad is really into it, a lot of other friends. So like, I know a lot of people are cringing out there who are like, what are you talking about? You don't care about distance. Or like, you don't have the right shoes, you don't have the right bike. Let me show you my bike right now. It's the simplest 1-speed thing you've ever seen. All right, so here it is. I don't even remember what it's called. I think it's called like a Cali bike or something like that. It was like 200 bucks. Oh, I think this is it, Golden Cycles. Yeah, so it's literally just a 1-speed bike, no gear shift or anything like that. I just wanted something basic that I can like blast off on, basically just doing hill sprints with it. Yeah, and I started doing this basically just because I was realizing how poor my cardio was, and as much as I'm, you know, almost entirely based on the aesthetics of my body, I'm like trying to make my muscles look good. It is important to me too to also have a healthy heart and a healthy body so that I don't die when I'm older. It's like investing in myself now for the future. It's like a retirement plan for my health in the future. So anyways, I'm gonna go on this quick bike ride. I'll try to get some shots. It's gonna be pretty hard, but we'll see what we can get. All right, so it's the end of my bike ride. You know your cardio is bad when the first couple days you do cardio, it feels like your lungs are burning. That was me for like the first week. Now I got a lot better, so I'm pretty stoked how quick. It's like muscle memory, but I got heart, lung memory. So I'm gonna go inside, work for a little bit, and then we'll have meal number 2. Okay, so now as you can hear behind me, I am cooking up some onions, some garlic. I actually just threw some broccoli and some mixed vegetables into the frying pan. After all that cooks down, I'm gonna add rice and beans and some corn vegan chicken, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna top it with a sauce, and this is just a super simple mixed veg and rice stir fry. For me, this is something that's a staple for me almost every single day of the week, and I really wanted to make today's video all like realistic foods, realistic meals that I'm eating almost every single day. Because a lot of times when I do these full day eatings, I really like to try new things. It pushes me to try new meals. But today I want to be like, this is just what I eat on a typical day without trying to make anything extra pretty or anything, you know, extra interesting or anything like that. These are the staples. All right, so everything is pretty much done cooking, and now what I'm gonna do is just throw in my beans, which I have just under 2 cups cooked beans, and then a little bit over a cup of cooked white rice. One of the huge tips I can give you is to make things in batches, and then you have big, ready to add ingredients like cooked rice or cooked beans that take forever on their own, but if you have a big batch of them, you can just throw them into whatever meal you're making. And now this meal is basically done, just gotta plate it. All right, just like that, lunch is served. The only thing I didn't show you guys is I added 2 servings of corn in here because I thought I was gonna be able to find tempeh, couldn't find it in my fridge. So some corn vegan chicken to add some protein in there. I've got some sauerkraut, which I'm not super into yet. It's really good for you. It's got a lot of probiotics, but I'm getting used to it. What do you guys think about sauerkraut? I kind of like mask it with other flavors on the plate. And then finally, I drizzled some of Derek Simnet's super special tahini sauce. At least it's super special to me because I freaking love it. It's basically like 3 tablespoons tahini, 1 tablespoon mustard, 1 tablespoon syrup, and then half a cup of water, mix it up, and makes like for this really good kind of like tangy sauce. Anyways, this is a massive meal topping a little bit over 1,100 calories. That's really how I eat pretty often, is I like to eat big batches of meals, that way I don't have to keep stopping my day to do things. And it also just kind of like is how I've always eaten, is just big batches of food. So I'm gonna eat this real quick and get a little bit more work done, and we'll see what we get into. I saved you a little bit, just a little bit. You guys are so healthy now, really healthy. All right, so we just finished eating. We're sitting out here and enjoying it because it's not too hot. It has been 100 degrees for the last couple of days, like last week. This week it's like somewhere in the 80s, so it's nice to be outside instead of like sweaty and terrible.
Yeah, it's really nice. There's like a breeze. It's real nice.
It's real good. So one of the other tips that I wanted to share with you guys when it comes to muscle building is that in the gym, a lot of times I think people aren't motivated enough. So I think you need to have a competitive spirit if you do want to grow. And it's the same thing that like if you want to become a better football player or something like that, you have to have a competitive spirit. You can't just show up to practices and like mull around. You're not going to become good, right? And I think a lot of people think that muscle building is like a very simple thing. And while it is simple, you do have to do it with motivation. So I think you either have to be a well-motivated person on your own where you can compete with yourself, or if that's not necessarily you, and that's fine if that's not you, you need to have a gym buddy, somebody that you compete with, somebody that drives like that competitive nature in you. That's one of the best ways that I think a lot of new people, especially younger dudes and stuff, like when I was first lifting, I had a buddy, Will, who would go to the gym with me every single day. So I had no ability to slack off. I couldn't not lift hard. When I was actually in the lifts, I couldn't be like, oh, I'm tired, like that's the 10th rep. He'd be like,
oh, you're gonna stop right now? You got at least 2 or 3 more in you, right?
And so that would push me to do more than I would have done on my own. So I think that is a major tip that I can share with you guys.
It's a good one.
Right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I your gym partner?
Yep, you're my gym buddy.
That's why you got those guns?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
That.
I'm very excited. I just finished writing up a free ebook for you guys that's 5 must-know secrets to veganism. And I was just realizing last week that I should make some free ebooks that have some interesting information that people who are newer to veganism can learn from and just get a lot of value out of that I wouldn't necessarily be able to like maybe put in a video or something like that. So I'm gonna start making these free ebooks. This is the first one, and I'm gonna have it ready for you guys by the time you're watching this video. So if you wanna check it out, the link will be in the description below, and it's gonna look a lot better than this. It's not gonna just be like a white wall with black text. It's gonna be all designed and nice and stuff. So check it out. What are you doing? You're so vicious. You're really killing that toy. Really impressive, Copes. All right, so it's about an hour later, and this is one of my go-to meals because it's so simple and it's also so good. So in a bowl right here, I have 1 cup of rolled oats. I have about 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I have 2 packets of stevia. I might do a little bit more. It depends on how bitter this cocoa powder ends up being because I just kind of free-handed how much I put in there. And then right here I have 2 tablespoons of dried dehydrated peanut butter powder. So this is basically just like a really bomb, like a Reese's Cup style oatmeal. It is really, really tasty and also very simple. Then all I've got to do is just add some of the milk. So I'm using Ripple. I just got a bunch of it. I usually use soy milk, but this is Ripple, which is pea protein milk. And all I have to do now is just mix that up, throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and our oatmeal is done. And these ladies apparently want some oatmeal as well. All right, let's do it. Let's see what it comes out like. All right, 2 minutes of microwave later, and it came out like this. It actually doesn't look super great, but I just had a spoonful. It's so good. This used to be one of my favorite things of all time, and it's stuck around through the years, and I still have it quite a bit. So just gonna top it with some toppings to make it a little bit more exciting. So I've got some blueberries in there, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle hemp hearts around the outside. Who knew I'd be decorating my meals all those years ago when I was eating bagel bites? Nice, and now this bowl looks a lot better. So this is my little oatmeal for now. Also, I do usually use a scoop of protein in there, but I'm already pretty high on my protein, so I don't need to worry about that. Just gonna have a delicious bowl of chocolatey, peanut buttery oats. All right, so back outside, because it's so nice, I'm gonna eat my oats out here. A couple things. First off, what do you guys think about the beard? I've been getting a lot of comments about it. People saying don't shave it, people saying shave it. I always enjoy hearing the comments. I'm kind of rugged right now. I've got long hair, long beard. But second off, the other tip I wanted to give you guys is if you've never tried using caffeine before a workout, it might be good for you to try it every once in a while. So I personally drink a cup of coffee before my workouts. That's how I get my caffeine in. Back in the day when I was first starting lifting, I used to take like the crazy pre-workouts like Jack 3D, and it would have like all this extra stuff in it, like synephrine and 1,3-dimethylamine and all this crazy stuff. Now I find that just caffeine is good enough for me. But a lot of people have never tried caffeine before a workout, and so they don't actually know what their physical capability is until they try that caffeine and they realize how much more they put in. And then from that point on, whether you use the caffeine or not, you then know there's more in my tank. There's more my body's physically capable of. I'm just not pushing myself. So that can be a very useful tip to, just find what your capabilities are and push yourself a bit more. All right, and the other thing I want to talk about is I've been getting an insane amount of comments and messages, basically of people saying like, where do you stand? Are you going to continue being vegan? Are you vegan for life? Are you still vegan? And I just wanted to address it all right now. I'm 100% vegan. I'm gonna be vegan for life. You're never gonna see a day where I'm not vegan. So I understand why people would message or comment that. It's totally fine to be like, hey, are you still vegan or whatever? But sometimes, I'm like, hey, give me a little more credit. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't like said or done anything that would make you think I'm not vegan. So I don't know why you would like question it and why you need me to like reaffirm it. Just trust me. I feel like I'm a pretty trustworthy person. So anyways, I just wanted to address that straight out right now with all the vegan drama that's going on in the world. Your boy's still vegan, still here. Vegan for life, boy. Okay, I'm gonna eat my oats now, and then we'll get into probably the final meal for the day. So I was just pulling out my freezer because I wanted to show you guys this mochi we got from Costco. And then I just realized how funny it would be to just point my camera in my freezer because it is literally just stocked full of all this random vegan stuff. Sammy and me definitely overshot for freezer stuff, and our whole freezer overflows. We found Gardein on sale, so now we just have like 3,000 more bags of Gardein than we're ever gonna eat this year. And these like vegetable rolls down here, some nugs from like 3 months ago. But really wanted to show you guys is the mochi. We have never had mochi before, me and Sam both, and we saw this at Costco. It was vegan, and we were like, ooh, gotta try that. And I gotta say, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, so good.
Sam says it's a rebuy for sure. All right, so we are making the last meal. I'm snagging on some of these seaweed roasted snacks right now. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Get it out the way. And then one of the meals that I make the most is pasta. It's super fast, super easy. It has a ton of intrinsic protein already when you have just like wheat pasta, but then we also mix it with some of the Banza chickpea pasta. Bean pastas are the best. So I do a 50-50 mix of regular penne, and 50% of it is this Banza chickpea penne. And then on the side, we have just a little bit of some veggies that we are sauteing. All right, so I covered it in some marinara sauce, and then on the side I have some spinach, some mixed veg, carrots, squash, bell peppers, green beans, snap peas, and some water chestnuts, which gives like a big old medley pack they sell at Costco. And this is not the entire thing. I just had to plate it in this nice bowl because I need to take a good thumbnail, but the rest of it's gonna go in a big metal like mixing bowl. It just didn't look as good. So this is the meal, and this meal is 1,350 calories, of which 59 is protein, 260 is carbs, and 16 is fat. I would usually put either some vegan meatballs or some beans, usually like black beans, to up the protein. But again, like I already am super high in protein, so I'm not worried about any of that kind of stuff at all. Next meal, baby. All right, so check this out. I'm super pumped about this. You guys been following, you know that we just put up this wall for filming. I really wanted to get some LED lights up, and as you can see behind me, I had this very bright multicolored LED, and I can change the colors. So we're on like a purple, which is kind of a cool color. You can also go with like a blue. And my plan is to put one over on that side of the wall and then one on that side of the wall, but I haven't been able to mount the other one yet. But as you can see, we're just going through the different colors. I think it looks super cool. The thing I wanted to see is if I could have the colors be behind me, but not have this. See how it's like on my face? So if I come forward, I pretty much eliminate, I pretty much eliminate that color shining off my face. And so it's just behind me, and it kind of makes like a dynamic, cool little background. What do you guys think? I'm so pumped about this. I am stoked that it actually worked out too. It's super cool. It looks like I'm serving brownies at a nightclub or something. Let me show you what I got here. Not the best lighting, but I'm too lazy to put the lights on. So we got some brownies here. I've been making these brownies for probably a couple months now. I've been like perfecting my recipe. Basically, the base ingredients is dates, oats, cocoa powder, stevia, and protein powder. And I'm testing out like having some black beans in there as well for a different texture. It is so bomb. So I've been having these for dessert at the end of the night. End up having a pretty decent amount of protein as well in them. And then this is another glass of the Ripple milk because it goes so well with brownies. This whole thing was 393 calories for this little snack. We have 25 grams of protein, we have 41 grams of carbohydrates, and we have 16 grams of fat. And this is probably be the last thing I eat for the day. So in total, for all of the calories today, we are somewhere around 3,500, I think, if I guesstimated it. I didn't add it all up yet, but I will put it on screen at some point. And for me, that's pretty much right on point. I've been eating about 3,200 to 3,600 calories at the moment because I'm not really aiming to add muscle and weight right now, just because as you guys probably are also experiencing, the gyms are closed down, so we've been doing at-home workouts, and I just feel like I don't have the weight and equipment to really be bulking hard like I was before this pandemic happened. So I'm just waiting for the day we get back to the gym. Ours are opening up soon, but I still feel like I'm gonna stay out for a week or two and kind of see how everything goes with everyone else, because I'm a little bit nervous about the corona stuff. The normal way that I would eat on any regular day when I wasn't trying to do anything special, all these meals are staple, except for the brownies. Those are something that's come in lately in the last couple of weeks, but everything else I've been eating for years, and I continue to just like kind of repeat it because it's such an easy way to make sure you're on point and getting your calories and also your protein. Which brings me to my last tip of this video. If you guys are eating a certain way a lot, and especially if it's really clean, try switching it up by having double sodium or double carbs or having a big cheat meal, because you might discover that the workouts the next day are way better because your diet is so clean. You maybe aren't getting the response that you would get if you were having more sodium. You get a bigger pump, or more carbs or calories, and maybe your body just needs that little bump for a minute. And then it can kind of just like give you a good experiment to see maybe you need more of whatever those things are that made your workout so good. You have to get used to this light behind me. When I turn this way, like bounce off the fit, I'm gonna have to get used to the positioning and stuff, but this is so cool. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give a big old thumbs up. Absolutely check out that free ebook that I'm gonna put in the comments and the description below. I'll pin it. You guys can get it free. You guys can get my 5 best must-know vegan secrets. You'll see the link in the description below. Get that, absolutely. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Team Beyond the Week. CT Heavy.